What it do, what it do, what it do. This is your boy, KQKC Boxing Network. We had a good time today. But Earl Spence, he believes that Manny Pacquiao is a rare breed. But he feels that he is the king of 147. Let's talk about it right after this. All right, your boy is back. First, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out this morning. This afternoon, I'm sorry. I had a guest on, Fred from Barbershop Conversation. We talked a little boxing. We talked a little bit about his documentary that has been released, Nine Wives, and I have purchased it, and I did watch it, and it was outstanding. So, shout out to Fred from Barbershop Conversations. We are winning, people. We are winning. Now, let's talk about Earl Spence. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao. This fight will take place no matter what is in the way. I'm talking about finance. I'm talking about legality. It doesn't matter. This fight will take place on August the 21st, this month. The days are counting down. Now, we do have Earl Spence, who believes that Manny Pacquiao is definitely a rare breed, definitely a future Hall of Famer. But at the end of the day, he is the king of 147. And that meaning him, Earl the True Spence Jr. Now, unified champion Earl Spence is considered himself the ruler of the welterweight division. And there's no opposition who can make him pretty much change his mind. He went through everyone. Now, of course, you got many critics that say something different. You got many critics that think otherwise. Now, that also includes Spence's next opponent, and that's Manny Pacquiao. Now, the WBC and IBF welterweight titles, Earl Spence Jr., 27-0, 21 KOs, is set to take on Manny Pacquiao, who is 62-7, on August 21st. And that will be taking place on pay-per-view on Fox. Now, Earl Spence have said, and I quote, and you know my phrase, motherfucking quote. He said that he's a rare breed. He said that he's a bad man. Yes, he is. But at 147 is my division. I am the king. And that's what Spence had told BoxingScene.com. Now, I have to agree with that. Just to let you know, no biases in this. Earl Spence is not my favorite fighter. Yeah, he's a strong 2, but he's not number 1. And if you follow me, or if you subscribe to my channel, you know who is number 1. There you go. But Earl Spence is pretty much champion at 147 by himself. I get it. You know, other people got favorite fighters. Other people is going to find fault in everything you do. I get that. I understand that. But facts don't lie. Okay? And facts don't lie. Numbers don't lie. I mean, sure, you can pretty much change the numbers, push the numbers, whatever, but the proof is in the pudding. Receipts are in the pudding. They don't lie. Now, Earl Spence believes that he's taking his quickness and his power into consideration, but when we will defend, I just like any other fighter, we are definitely planning for it. Now, I'm reading that from the quote Earl Spence have said. He's going to be a great and entertaining fight. Earl Spence believes that him and Manny Pacquiao will be pretty much the fight of the year, and so far it's living up to its hype. That's right, it is living up to this hype. Now, compared to Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, that big, not that financially big. But who knows what the next few days may hold. Now, the younger, taller, and stronger Spence is considered a betting favorite to beat the all-time Filipino great and the only 8 division champion in boxing history. I would be at the top of the sport with the win. Manny is an icon, and he's right. Manny Pacquiao is an icon. Manny Pacquiao has been through the Marquez Wars, and he has been through all the Ricky Hattons and the Miguel Cottos and all the top champions in his era. Now, this is a different era. This is a new era. This is a new era of new champions. This is a new era of new champions coming up. 130, 135 is heating up. You got 140. Oh, they are heating up. They are hungry. They are thirsty. No matter how you love them or loathe them. All right? Now, in the same way with this young man I'm about to mention now. You can love him or loathe him. Canelo Alvarez. He is one of the most active fighters inside 12 months. We're not talking about just 2 fights per year. We're talking about 4 fights per year, 5, if he's lucky this year. So you got to take that in consideration. Now, of course, is he taking a lot of punishment? No. He finished his opponent early? Yes. So at that rate, just like Jared Anderson, he was fighting every month damn near. But you have to take that in consideration. Now, are you fighting the top opposition? No. I'm sorry. I have to be honest. I cannot be biased. Canelo Alvarez is a damn good fighter. Damn good businessman. But it is not happening as far as competition-wise. Now, Earl Spence. Earl Spence had the right to call himself the king at 147. He had proved to do so. He had went over in enemy territory and been victorious. He had been victorious at putting asses in the seats. He had been victorious in pay-per-view buys. So it is what it is, my people. Like I say, I got to be straight up with you. I cannot be biased. So he is the king of 147 at this present time. Now, as I move on, like you said, just to get this fight with Manny Pacquiao is an honor. It's a privilege. I just have to go out there and show who I am. And as one of the best fighters in the world, it is a dream come true to be fighting someone of his caliber. And no doubt about it. It is. Because Manny Pacquiao has done many things. He is the only one in boxing, as I mentioned, with being a champion in 8 different divisions. So, as I move on, Spence and Pacquiao have shown immense respect for one another throughout the promotional of this fight. Come fight night, the 31-year-old Texan has more mean interiors. Yes, he does. I have nothing but respect for him. But once the bell rings, that respect goes out the door, said Earl Spence. And that's how it is in the sweet science. There's no friends in boxing. When that bell rings, you step in that square circle. It's only you, him, and that's it. Imano imano. May the best man win. Now, Earl Spence has done what no champion has done before. He's winning. He's winning. He's winning, and he's turning down no one. He's dodging no one. Yeah, I get it. I get it. He couldn't knock out Mikey Garcia. Well, if you know how the situation was, then you'll know. He wasn't trying to knock him out. He was trying to prove a point. And I believe he proved it. Now, once again, I understand this is a video, but I'm going to say what I'm going to say. Now, as I keep talking and keep moving, all right, Earl Spence is turning the tables and the tide of the sport of boxing. Earl Spence Jr. is making a name out of the state of Texas. Earl Spence Jr. is making a big city out of Dallas. Earl Spence is making a big name of the name Earl Spence. Earl Spence is doing everything correctly, in and outside the ring. He is a respectable father. He is a respectable son, respectable brother. That cannot be denied. And yes, he is humble to his fellow boxing fans and fellow boxers. As he said the other day, I'm not going to tear Terrence Crawford down. Pretty much like I do. But one thing about it, he had respect for other boxers. If Terrence Crawford doesn't want to fight him for unification, now let's say he get past Manny Pacquiao, then get past you guys. He only had one hurdle to crawl, and that's over the WBO welterweight champion, Terrence Bud Crawford, who is under the tutelage of none other than Bob Arum. And we know where he comes from. We know how he is. We know he's old school. Don't ever, ever forget that. I am KQ, KC Boxing Network. If you haven't subscribed to my network, make sure you do. I come on Monday through Friday. That's 12:30 p.m. Central Time. Saturday mornings, I come on at 10:30 a.m. Central Time. That is a call-in show. My ass talk all week. And Saturday morning's your turn to talk. Now, tomorrow, we'll be going across the pond. We'll be watching none other than featherweight Kid Gallahan. I will be calling that fight blow by blow, play by play. I would love to see you there. That fight time will start at 1 o'clock p.m. Central Time. And yes, we will be doing a 2-fight day. We will be going over to PBC that night. Come on, take that journey with me. Come on, let's watch some good-ass boxing on Saturday. Now, I want to thank all my subscribers. We are growing. We are building. You can find my email description. You can find my correspondent email description. And also, I do have a P.O. box now. It's located in Delaware. Now, that P.O. box is right there in the description also. My Instagram, my Twitter. We are doing big things at KQKC Network. And I want you to join the team. I want you to be right there when we make that big leap. So with that, that's all I have. One more time, support Fred Hawthorne. Fred Hawthorne from Barbershop Conversations. We had him on the show today. We talked boxing and we talked about 9 wives. So with that, I leave you with the word of the ancient peace. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be unto you. Shout out to the almighty LDBC. And with that, I'm out of here. Peace.